Don't you think we're done? Don't you think we're done? Don't you think we're done? Knew that it was true from the way you looked at me. At me. Don't know what to do, what to say to make you leave with me. Make me feel alive. Take my hand and run, let me be the one. Let's just take the drive. Night's only begun, don't you think we're done? 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 Make me feel alive. Take my hand and run, let me be the one. Let's just take the dive. Night's only begun. Don't you think we're done?
in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Welcome everyone here tonight as we're live here from Homestead, Miami for the PGR Flemdogs Auto Repair 195, brought to you on the Blackout Motorsports Racing Network by myself, Brandon Smith. I'm looking forward to this one. It is going to be a challenge for a few of these drivers. Miami, notoriously hot, tire eater track. Are these drivers prepared? Now keep in mind the track length tonight will be 1.48 miles, so considered intermediate. Track temperature will be 80 degrees, located in Homestead, Florida. Its weather outside will be 74 degrees and clear tonight with a little bit of wind, as it looks like they're actually going away from the static weather and into the realistic weather, which means that could change drastically over time. But as we're watching down to the track, if you are listening, they have taken the track already for a few of those guys. So I'm looking forward to see what they bring to the table here tonight as far as speed and pace here. I don't know which line's going to be the best here tonight either. I can tell you I'm more prone to a midline or a high side. Some of these guys know how to run the low side. It's going to be really interesting. You got Travis Burton already taking top of the leaderboard with Daniel McCurdy right behind him. And Charles Balance is in this mix as he's been getting significantly faster going into the season. Brian Newell, of course, is here, but not here yet. I don't know where he is. But these drivers seem extra ready here tonight. Well, let's go down to a few of the guys. Start up some interviews and see how they feel here tonight. Oh, Chucky.
Hey, what's happening?
Man, you actually got your mic working pretty good tonight. Now you're coming into this one at Homestead. How are you feeling?
I don't know. Homestead is one of them tracks where you're either good or you ain't. So we just had to wait and see on this one.
Well, how are you feeling tonight, I should say? You feeling pretty confident, or wait to see what happens?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see what happens because I'm not real confident at this track, no.
All right, well, I'll let you get back to it, man. Good luck here tonight, and hopefully the eyes are in your favor.
Yes, sir. Hopefully we can score some good stage points and, have a good points night.
All right, good luck to you, man.
All right, thanks, sir. Have a good broadcast.
That is Chucky Balance. Now let's hear from Daniel McCurdy. See how he's feeling. Daniel.
Yes, sir.
Man, you're coming in here, starting off a little bit fast. How are you feeling?
It feels pretty good. I'm pretty excited to get back to the ovals and hopefully get Blackout to get us a win tonight.
Oh, yeah, as Blackout's been struggling, kind of like me in math class in the high school times.
Yeah, no, the car feels really good. I really love Homestead, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, and as long as we have a really good strategy tonight and stay clean, and we'll be good to go.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Good luck tonight.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. That's Daniel McCurdy, and now let's hear from Travis Burton. He's right behind McCurdy right now, actually. Travis.
Hello.
Man, it's glad to have you up here. How's it feeling out there so far?
Car's handling pretty well. It's feeling a little loose, but honestly, I'm just trying to get a little handle on this car, see how it's gonna function long run. Because I feel like this race, especially in stage 3, it's gonna be a very dependent on who has the best long run speed. And hopefully, I should be able to figure that out in this next hour of practice.
Hopefully you can, because Homestead Miami could eat the tires.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. There's gonna be I feel like there's gonna be a lot of loose race cars here, because that right rear is gonna get chewed, especially if you're gonna see him running the high side. But that's why I'm kind of testing out the low side now, this whole first run, just to see how it's going to handle.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully the odds are in your favor here tonight.
I get it.
Thank you. That's Travis Burton, everybody. Now let's hear from Doug Ward. Oh, hold on. Jamie, you spotting for Meeks tonight? Oh my, that could be interesting. Yeah, Larson, it's how they roll these. Some of these guys want to get a feel for it early. Let's hear from Doug Ward. Now, let's see how he's feeling. Doug.
Hey.
Now you're coming in here tonight. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. I did really good here last season. Don't know how I did that still, but we're gonna try and replicate that. I've been on a real streak of momentum, finishing every race better than I finished the last one, ever since Phoenix, I think.
Well,
So-
that's always a good deal. That means that you're going in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll see if I can continue it.
All right. Well, I'll let you get to it. Good luck, and hopefully you continue your success.
Hopefully. Thank you.
Thank you. So Doug Ward just aiming to finish, it sounds like. Oh, that's going to be awesome. When Meeks is up there, you should tell him that the high side is clear, even though Fleming is right next to him, and then he'll just turn up there. It'd be awesome. Glad to see everybody in the chat here tonight, as Flemdogs has had a rough go when it comes to the stream side of things, as we've had power outages every single time I try to pull this race up, or nice little YouTube saying no Flemdogs here. It's sometimes I like to push the limit. I'm not pushing any limits tonight, though. I promise you that. I want the stream to go good for them. They deserve it, as that's why they pay the sponsorship dollars. So I don't like to have it be a waste. But in case anybody's wondering, if you're near Van Nord, Ohio, and you need that auto body work done or anything fixed in your car, get in touch with these guys, Flemdogs Auto Repair. They can do just about anything, including fix NASCARs or small cars, big cars, little cars, electronic cars. Get in touch with them if you are anywhere near Van Nord, Ohio. Look them up on Google or through Google. And now we go back to the live part of everything. I'm sure I will bring up the mastermind behind Flemdogs here later on, if you get into the chat anytime soon. Who knows? Maybe his head's under a hood. I have no clue. There's multiple sponsors this year. Shout out to all those guys. Also to my wife Jenna, if she happens to be watching. Love you. Can't wait till you're done playing Mario Party. Hope you don't get your butt kicked, and hopefully you win. Oh, in case anybody's wondering, my wife is playing as a princess. Yes, she's playing as a blonde little Lockley-looking princess. Blue dress, everything on Mario Party. I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm pretty sure she likes playing as a princess. Or she is a princess. I have no clue yet. But tonight we're going to have a whole lot of fun watching these guys maybe wreck themselves, maybe not wreck themselves. Why not, Jamie? Tell him to wreck Fleming. I want to see flagship on flagship crime. I set this up exclusively for that. I got something very special again. And if my wife is watching, don't worry. I'm sure she's not listening, so she has no clue. I'll be safe here tonight, I think. Well, everybody, it's 34 minutes to crunch time. I'm going to take a brief break here. There's not a whole lot of guys in here. We're going to let you guys check out the cars, putting up the flyers and everything else, and let them get logged in as they get ready to cock, lock, and drop it.
It's almost like falling in love for the first time, all over again. Hold on tight to the feeling, but it's a roller coaster in my head. So I'm holding myself on a precipice, and I've been dreaming off the ground. So I'm looking for something that's definite. I'm praying you don't let me down. It's gotta be it's gotta be all or nothing, all or nothing. Oh, it's gotta be all or nothing, all or nothing. It's like the playing cards close to my chest. Turn them round for the river and hope it's something that I won't regret. So I'm holding myself on a precipice, and I've been dreaming off the ground. So I'm looking for something that's definite. I'm praying you don't let me down. It's gotta be all. It's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. Oh, it's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. Oh, it's gotta be all or nothing. It's gotta be all or nothing. It's gotta be all or nothing. It's gotta be all or nothing.
As we're looking at these guys start to take the track and everything else, let's go to tonight's points. Brought to you by Flemdogs Auto Repair. There it is. So, if you're looking at the points right now, you'll see Matt Fleming clearly in the lead with William Robbins, Thomas Meeks, Josh Larson up in the top 4. Now, Jesse Erdman, Brandon Perry, and Landon Bednarz are trying to catch up to that. Make it up there along with Logan Gill, Cody Keller, Travis Burton, Anthony Yunez, Doug Ward. A few guys are locked into the playoffs already, which is great for a few. Others, you know, it's coming down to crunch time. You got to remember, this season is coming to a close. They have exactly 3 races after this to seal their seats in the playoffs. What can they do? We're looking at the timing shower. We'll notice quite a bit going on right now as Thomas Meeks really has not sealed a seat into the playoffs yet. And Matt Fleming, of course, is looking to go for the trifecta. That's right, the hat trick of driver championships. And I'm really interested to find out what he can do. Now let's hear from Josh Larson and hear what he has to say. Josh. Man, tonight we made it. And so far, so good. How are you feeling coming into the coming into Homestead tonight?
Oh, this is right up my alley. Hopefully it's hot and slick. I'm not on the track yet, so hopefully it's hot and slick and we can slide and burn those tires off. That would be a great race for me. So hopefully that's the conditions we have.
I forgot you prefer it loosey goosey.
That's right. The looser that rear end is, the more I think it favors my driving style. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's hot, loose, slick. That'll be preferred.
In other words, you don't want it tight or anything like that. You want it just right in that. I prefer it like a kind of tight, but a little bit loose. It's kind of that right on the fine line, personally.
I want it kind of loose in, and I want to be able to use my throttle to turn the car loose enough to where you can use that throttle, get that car yawed out a little bit, and where you have to baby the throttle just a little bit. That's what I want.
Well, I remember a long time ago here in slow in, fast exit. Basically, as the exit is where you can win some positions.
Yeah, so it's going to depend tonight on what the track is. If the track is hot and loose, I would be surprised. I think what you're going to see is the top will dominate in turn 1 and 2, and guys that are saving their stuff should be down at the bottom in 3 and 4. 3 and 4 will definitely eat your stuff up.
Yes, it will, as this will be the tire game tonight.
Hopefully it is. If it is, well, I'm sure I'll, hopefully be talking to you later.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you, and hopefully find some success here tonight.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. So Josh Larson banking on a loose car. Is interesting strats out of him. Now let's hear from Logan Gill, fresh back. Logan.
Yes, sir.
You're back again. How are you feeling here tonight?
Great.
Great. You actually like Homestead.
No, I don't like it really. I'm just feeling great about my team. You know, they'll get it done. You know, not me, but I'll be there.
Oh, gotcha. As Blackout Motorsports, dare say, has been struggling this season. So hopefully, hopefully it turns around.
We are definitely gonna turn it around. You'll see tonight.
I hope so. I'm always watching. Nobody thinks I am, but I always am.
Oh yeah, just wait.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it so you get some practice in. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. So Logan Gill getting ready for tonight, as Blackout Motorsports has brought the full crew here tonight, so maybe they can score up some points, as they're not running very good in the points game. And I'll go to that real shortly here. Let's go to the standings here. Let's check out the points race here, as Flagship is on top by 447 points. PGR, Blackout, and Westside Motorsports are right behind them. There's quite a bit of gap, though, or not really too much gap between Blackout and PGR. They can still make up with a good, solid night, make it up a little bit. And then Westside Motorsports, of course, not having nearly appearances, is way behind in dead last. So they're definitely trying to dial it in for their teams tonight. And Flagship looking like another solid season, but it isn't over till it's over. Season's not over, so therefore their fight for the championship is not over. Let's go to Jesse Erdman now, see how he's feeling. Jesse. Jesse?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, it's glad to have you here. Last week, you put up a clinic. And how are you feeling coming into this one?
I feel pretty good. This is probably my favorite oval track. This is my favorite oval track. I love this place. So it's a big tire wear place. I don't know, you can run any lane. It's a blast. I love this track.
I know I love Miami too. Personally, I love it. I think it's that good mixture between how to turn the car. It gives you good throttle control lessons. It's a solid track.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite oval, honestly. Auto Club's close, but this is probably a little better.
This one's actually a lot better than Auto Club.
Okay.
We'll have an agree to disagree type moment. How's that sound?
Okay.
But yeah, it's here tonight. I mean, you're coming in here. PGR is trying to put everything together to catch up to Flagship. What is PGR going to have to do to shut them down?
We just gotta, I think initially we just gotta really kind of protect our stuff and maybe not run as fast as we want to run, because it's fun to run fast here, but sometimes that catches up to you. So, take care of your tires, and hopefully it stays green and we can fly past people on the end of the run there.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully the odds are in your favor.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So Jesse Erdman giving us a little insight there. Now, for everybody watching, if you like what you see, you want to see more of these guys race, do hit that sub button, do hit that like button. I go live with Prime Good Racing nearly every night of the week. Tomorrow night I'll be live with their IndyCar League. And coming up this Saturday, April 26th. Don't want to miss it. The Indy 250, the Patricia Campa Memorial Indy 250 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway with the Dallara IR18. That's right, 220 plus miles an hour with some top-notch drivers. You will not want to miss it. We will crown a champion for the second running of this amazing event that we host here at the network with the help of Prime Good Racing and Blackout Racing League. So don't be afraid. If you are in the deal, get signed up and try to claim that #1 prize, because in my opinion, there is no greater feeling than winning at Indy. It is the crown jewel, in fact, of oval racing. So hopefully drivers are watching this and realize, oh, hey, I got to get in this. But I opened the field up to 40 drivers. If all 40 come, oh, man, I can't wait. So remember that one, as it is coming up very shortly. And then tomorrow night, IndyCar action as we hit Texas. And I really will be racing in the IndyCar, so cannot wait for that one. Drivers are slowly but surely getting into the mix here and getting here to the track. So stay tuned, everybody, as I will be right back after these messages from Flemdogs Auto Repair. If you need work done and are anywhere near Vannard, Ohio, reach no further than Flemdogs Auto Repair. That's right. Look them up on Google. Maybe a little bit of Instagram. Who knows where they're at? But reach out to Matt Fleming over there and see what he can do for you and all your auto repair needs.
If it don't involve money, then I don't accept.
As we are back here at Homestead, Miami, the drivers are taking the track. More are starting to file in yet. They are getting their haulers slowly to the bull ring, as this one will, we're going to call this with the bull ring here tonight, just because Toro. My wife's not a princess. Toro. Yeah, she is. She's playing as a princess at Mario Party. It's not Princess Peach, it's Rosalina, I think. So, princess, dang it. Blonde hair, blue dress. Yep, princess. But anyway, we're back as we're going to have this brief deal here. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem, this time done by none other than Chris Stapleton.
Oh, sing, and you see by the dawn's early light, oh, so proudly we hailed at the twilight's gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the rain
a great national anthem that one was. Now, there's a lot of drivers are elected not to be in the chat, so I've interviewed everybody I possibly can right now. So we're going to talk a little bit about Flemdogs Auto Repair. How about that? You know, it's their big event. If you go to Google, look them up. If you're anywhere near Vanner, Ohio, sure you can check them out on Google. But they do automotive repair. If you want your car to work top notch when you're going down the highway, for all your holiday seasons, or getting ready for that big boating trip where you're going to go catch a bunch of fish, reach out to them. I'm sure they can hook you up and get you fixed up so you do not skip a beat for all your summertime needs. And I'm sure they have no problem just delivering a really good oil change. But right now, a lot of drivers just staying on the chat. I don't know what's going on. Looks like Mr. Thomas Meeks has arrived finally. Let's hear from him. Thomas.
How's it going?
Man, what a night. But would you believe a lot of people are not here yet?
Oh, I believe it. Like, I hadn't even logged into the session yet.
Yeah, we'll talk about that afterwards. But anyway, here tonight, you're coming into Homestead. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. I like Homestead. Ran a lot of laps here. Had the championship race in Donut Box here, and it was just a lot of fun. So I'm expecting the track maybe to be the same. It might change, which is also a good thing. So it's going to hit all of us at the same, and we're going to have to adapt to it pretty quick. But overall, I'm really excited.
You know, a lot of these guys coming to Homestead, Miami. We were talking with Josh Larson earlier. You know, he prefers the loose track. You know, and I prefer the in between the tight to the loose thing. You know, could that affect another driver if he's not feeling like how he usually likes to feel?
Yeah. Like me, I'm different. Certain tracks. It depends on the track. Some tracks I favor a tighter race car, and some tracks I prefer loose. So it all depends on the track. This one I definitely prefer a little bit on the loose side. So we'll see if we can set the car up, get it rolling to where at least I can feel that, you know, the rear end slip a little bit, because I think that's where the speed's going to be.
Definitely know what you're doing when you're out there on the track. Obviously Flagship being on the top once again is going to be a big deal.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully we can all keep the cars clean and finish this race out, not have any issues, no team-on-team crime. But we'll see. I mean, we all, you know, in the end, we're all racing for a win. We're all competitive. So if one of us wrecks each other out, obviously we can't get upset because, you know, we're racing for a win. So
exactly, as oval racing brings out a lot of temper sometimes. We'll just say it that way. Tempers fly, helmets fly. I think I flipped the bird at least to Meeks a couple times.
Yeah, for sure.
In fact, every time I'm in his rearview mirror, I think he sees me flipping him the bird.
Maybe.
A couple times. All right, I'm going to let you get to it, man. Good luck to you. And hopefully you can finally seal that seat into the playoffs.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you. So Thomas Meeks getting ready to rock and roll. He is here along with Josh Larson. Now, Larson has already sealed his seat. But we're looking at the top of the leaderboard. Doug Ward is putting it down, along with Charles Balance. Now, if you remember last season with Charles Balance, he struggled to get to run up near the front. This season, he's been fully on board running at the front nearly every race. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Also, Jonathan Wright, he won. Last time this man won was at Dega, I believe, which I did not get a chance to broadcast due to some other stuff. But he won at Dega. And now hopefully he's going to come in here and be able to put it down here. So we'll find out. We got another guy here tonight. We got, looks like Cody Keller. Let's hear from him. Keller.
Brandon Smith.
Oh, man, what a joy it is to see you here in the chat. How are you feeling tonight?
Oh, feeling okay. Been a busy week here. Didn't get as much practicing as I like, but hoping to keep it in one piece and be there at the end.
That's usually the goal, is just keep it in one piece and keep it at the end.
Yes, sir. Yep. Just hopefully get a little lucky, keep the tires under me, and see what happens.
This season hasn't always came out in your favor, but other times it has. So hopefully you find the success you've been looking for.
I appreciate that, man, very much. Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you. And now I do see him finally. He's finally made it to a chat. Let's hear from Matt Fleming from Flemdogs Auto Repair. Matt.
Brandon.
You finally entered the chat.
I just got here on the track.
No. This is your own event. You need to be here early.
Well.
Nope.
Maybe.
Network said so. You got to do it.
Well, you see, you got to keep that business going, so I had to work as late as possible.
Well, here tonight it is the Flemdog Zone, and guess what? I've made sure everything is good tonight.
About time.
Anything that happens during the stream, but here tonight, it's your own race. Flemdogs Auto Repair. Tell us about Flemdogs.
Yeah, Flemdogs is just in general a complete automotive repair shop. Pretty much handle just about anything. There are a few cars that really don't prefer to work on, like Volkswagens, but that's a different story, different day. But yeah, located in Van Wert. You can reach us by phone. It'd be 567-560-1478. If you're ever around, give us a holler.
All right, and I'm guessing he prefers phone calls more because then he can get away from under the hood. But he did say
really.
bring you all his Volkswagens. You heard him say it. He loves Volkswagens.
That's right. That's exactly what I said. Thank you.
Just messing with you. But here tonight, how are you feeling about coming to Homestead, Miami?
Oh, I enjoy coming here. So this will be a fun race either way. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you get back down there because I know you just got here. Good luck here tonight at Homestead.
Thank you, sir. Oh, by the way, if you could tone down this sun a little bit. Holy cow, it is bright out here.
Sorry, Matt, you're breaking up. I did not quite catch all. You're breaking up, buddy.
I will see you, buddy.
All right. See you later. Have a good one.
Thanks.
So Matt Fleming getting ready to rumble here. The two-time Cup Series champion has arrived here. And yes, I really am in a booth. Yes, my wife really does lock me in here on occasion. As I step out of the line once in a while. She's not really a princess. I just call her that. It's an inside type joke, but love her. Her name is Jenna. If she's in the chat, shout her out. She allows me to do this each and every week. And keep in mind, she does a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that some people do not really understand sometimes. She keeps my head in the game, needless to say. So without her, there would be no me, needless to say. As Logan Gill looking like he's trying that high side. Guys got to watch it on the high side here as it could pay out in your favor. He could wreck that top front right. There's 14 drivers here tonight. A few teams have did not show up yet. We're down to crunch time here in Miami. Don't go anywhere as we got just under 7 minutes to quali. are back here in Homestead. And it's, tell you, I'm waiting for these guys to really start to open it up. Matt Fleming absolutely establishing a pace early. Same with Jonathan Wright as he comes into this one. It's starting to become really interesting to see who gets where, though, and how well they establish those paces early. And of course, Jimmy Emos, I believe, is still trying to get logged in, or he's just going to watch a little bit. But here we got Brian Newell. Brian Newell's here. Let's see if I can bring Brian up here and have a little chat. Brian.
Yes.
Man, you're back. How are you feeling?
I don't know about tonight.
I mean, you don't know about tonight. You put the car on track and you drive.
And no practice. Tonight I had no practice, no nothing. Honestly, I almost forgot about tonight.
Oh, gotcha. Well, maybe you just gotta drive it like you stole it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you get back to it, man. Good luck. So Brian Newell, not very chatty tonight, not like normal. So we'll get back to up here. Just under 3 minutes, and drivers are arriving and driving like no tomorrow. It's kind of weird to see them arrive and drive the way they do. As clock is ticking, 14 drivers have shown, looks like 15. As Brandon Perry has finally made it to the scene. He's going to arrive and drive, and he could wind up finding himself getting cooked here. As that is not what you want to do here on a Wednesday night. And you see Fleming, of course, maybe practicing some donuts. Nope, that's not how you want to practice, buddy. We got 2 minutes, 16 seconds left for these drivers to get logged in, get clocked in, and then it is qualifying. Don't go anywhere. back here for qualifying. These guys are going to have to do what they can here. And Brandon Perry finally showed up.
Yo. What's up, Brandon Smith?
Yeah, we're getting ready for qualifying. Just go down there and do qualifying in your driver meeting.
You don't want to give me a couple minutes? Come on, man.
Okay, we'll how are you feeling about tonight? Because I noticed you use something other than static weather.
Yeah, especially on certain tracks, I will, especially when we want to have the sun go down. I'll change it up and I'll use the realistic weather so, we can get a natural, transition. And then
Use
other
it all the
races, I
time.
will use static.
Use it all the time.
I could.
It
But
works out
tonight, I
pretty
don't know.
good.
It's going to be, I think, a good race. This track always puts on a really good race. It seems to be, a multi-group track that can put on some quality racing. So I think we've got a decent field here tonight. Stages are going to be at laps 30 and 65. So yeah, it should be a pretty exciting race here. I'm going to try to see what I can do. A top 10 would be nice. Top 5 would be even better. So, especially after the last couple weeks, I'd like to keep that momentum going in a positive direction. So, just excited to be here, be able to make it here on time. And then I just want to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors, Flemdogs Auto Repair, the sponsor of tonight's race, Fleming, Wise Owl Wash with Landon Bednar's, Wheels America with Thomas Meeks, No BS Tech with Anthony Yunez, Prime Grid Racing with myself, Blackout Motorsports Network with Brandon Smith. And then I want to thank our road sponsors too, Jesse Erdman, Liam Doyle, and Shade Bruffett just came on as a road sponsor too, so we really appreciate them. I guess I just got disconnected, so.
And guess what, Perry? It also makes me register to race every race now.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's been going on with iRacing recently. So we'll have to hopefully get it sorted out here. It's been ever since the last update.
As long as I don't race and don't score me points, so you'll be good.
Yeah, and it was fine in the F1 race too. So, I think we'll have a good race here tonight. I'm hoping my connection can stay solid. But either way, we have a great field here tonight, and we appreciate all that you do, Brandon Smith.
All right, thank you for that, Perry. I'm going to get you down to the guys. Get qualified in, you late little. I will not go there. Good luck.
I'm trying to reconnect, and hopefully I can. Yep. Thank you, Brandon.
So Brandon Perry trying to reconnect. Engine problems early on for the number 21. Not a good sign, as he definitely need internet in order to do that. Now, as we're watching, Paul Shaw comes out early, takes over pole position above Josh Larson. And then Travis Burton puts it down. He goes in the P1. We are seeing some good qualifying runs out of a few drivers here, which is pretty solid. Josh Larson, of course, practicing early. He's trying to get that smoke show going. Doug Ward and Brian Newell, of course, 4th and 5th. Charles Balance and Daniel McCurdy entering the track now, with Landon Bednar's coming out on track also. A few of the other guys might have showed up late. Charles Balance coming around. Is he gonna go P1? Hard to tell. He has the speed to compete, that is for sure. So hopefully he can get that into a good starting position and race clean over fast tonight is the motto here at Prime Grid Racing. Speaking of which, if you were interested in racing with these guys, look them up on iRacing. It'd be Prime Grid Racing, or go to their Facebook at Prime Grid Racing Facebook page. Or just ask me in the chat and I'll gladly send over the info to get in touch with these guys. They do charge league fees and everything else, but that is to do league payouts at the end of the season. Not too many leagues do what they do. We'll say it that way, as there's a few pay-to-play leagues, but nothing like on these guys' level for competition-wise. As we're watching Landon Bednar's jump into P4, puts Daniel McCurdy and Charles Balance down to 5 and 6. Jonathan Wright is on track. Wright, is he gonna get it? He might. looks like he's got a solid pace. Erdman, last week's winner at Road America, coming to an oval track, and he looks like he's on edge. Inches away from the wall. You do hear the shift out of him, so he is using a shifting technique to get it to come down quicker. And he goes up to P4. So great job out of Urban to put that into a good position. There is Brandon Perry and Cody Keller's on tracks right now. Travis Burton still on pole here. Jonathan Wright, P2. Brandon Perry, Cody Keller goes P8 out of him. Great job. Landon Bednar is trying to smoke show. I don't know if he's trying to practice for something, but he got P7, not P1. Cody Keller, loosey-goosey, and quality that's going to ruin that lap. Not what you want to do. Brandon Perry out to finish this one. Perry puts it across the line. Jumps up to the P12. Thomas Meeks entering the track. Brandon Perry's got one more go around here. He's got to make it stick here. Matt Fleming and Thomas Meeks both on track now. Brandon Perry trying for one more time. Scrubs the wall a little bit. Nothing hurt. Nothing hurt. Is it going to be better? 0.79 the distance. Change and no change. He stays down in P12. That lap quite possibly did not count due to the wall scrape. Matt Fleming, Thomas Meeks. What are they going to do? Two-time Cup champion right there. Thomas Meeks, I believe, is also a two-time Cup Series champion, or maybe a one-time. He is trying to dig deep to get around Fleming in this championship. He's going to have to put it down, and he's going to have to put it down hard. Run it through the floorboard, Meeks. As he does do just that, goes P3, Jonathan Wright, P1. So Wright has put Burton to second place now. Thomas Meeks go to the sectors. Is he going to get it? Sector 1, not quite fast. But he is looking pretty solid on this lap. He could get a little bit faster. He's got to have a good Sector 2. Sector 2, no go. Not going to get up there with that lap. Matt Fleming, though, in the meantime, goes P3. And is he going to get a P1 to start this race? Matt Fleming does it, goes P1 for the pole. So Fleming jumps the pole here tonight. It seals that one. Jimmy Emos and Logan Gill, of course, in the pits. I believe they're suffering from penalties. As we'll go back and talk to them and see if Brandon Perry can tell me if Logan Gill's just not qualifying. Perry.
Oh, Brent Smith.
Is Logan Gill serving a penalty this week, or is he just not qualifying?
He's just not qualifying because he was cleared last week. He is not carrying a penalty.
Okay, gotcha. I'll figure out, double check.
Yeah, he was cleared last week. He served his penalty last week at Road America. He is clear to go.
Is there any other driver serving a penalty this week?
Nope. And that was one of the things I said. Nobody is carrying a penalty this week.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
So Brandon Perry confirming and no penalties this week. So all these guys, yeah, Landon, that 6C car, I tell you what a joker. He can't even drive. Landon Bednar's everybody in the chat. Maybe you should tell him to focus on how to drive faster. If anybody's listening to this, just let him know he's got to drive a little faster. Maybe a little easier on the throttle on the exit. Who knows? We got 16 drivers here tonight, including 2 that have not qualified. You will see my name on the timing tower as iRace is making me actually log in, register to race, rather than just sit in spectator mode. But do not mind that. We're moments away from showtime for tonight's grid, and looks like Matt Fleming has done it. So here we go. We're going to go to tonight's grid. On pole will be Matt Fleming with Jonathan Wright. That'll be Travis Burton, Thomas Meeks, Paul Shaw, Josh Larson. Then we got Jesse Erdman, Daniel McCurdy. Landon Bednarz and Cody Keller will bring up row 5 with Charles Balance and Doug Ward behind them. Then we got Brian Newell and Brandon Perry's lined up next to each other with Logan Gill and Jimmy Emos. Bringing up the back of the grid. We're going to go green momentarily here. Don't go anywhere, race fans. Stay put. Grab your popcorn. Grab some soda. If you're down in Miami, grab a mojito. Who knows? We're going to go green in no time. Let's go.
A pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. Tomorrow feels a year away, like the seconds, the beginning and the end. But if in time it's yesterday, your picture's gonna bring it home to me again. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
Pace cars off. We're going to come to the line for the first time here tonight. Green flag flies for the Flemdogs Auto Repair 195 on the Blackout Motorsports Racing Network. Look at these guys get going. 3 wide early on. Burton's going to let Meeks go around. Doesn't want to push it too soon. Great challenging moments for a lot of these guys. As it goes, Fleming, Meeks, Burton, Jonathan Wright, Larson, McCurdy, Shaw, Bednarz, Erdman, Keller. Balance is in this mix here, back with Doug Ward, Brian Newell, Brandon Perry, Logan Gill, and Jimmy Emos. Emos is struggling out there, trying not to go 4 laps down from what he was talking about in chat, but look at these guys go early on. The battle at the front is getting going, but as we go back here, Josh Larson battling out McCurdy on the inside. Cannot get the run on him. He doesn't have it. Bednarz sees it. Bednarz jumps in there. to wind here as they just want to get this thing going and rolling clean here. Early on, though, some drivers are electing to go low side, maybe trying to save some of those tires as they're talking about early on. Landon Bednarz tries the inside. McCurdy to the outside. In front of them, they got a battle going on too. Josh Larson and Jonathan Wright side by side through 3 and 4. Man, what a challenge for a few of these guys. Josh Larson getting around Jonathan Wright. Daniel McCurdy's trying the Ron Chastain approach. He's got to stay off that wall as that front right does not like that at all. See Landon Bednarz trying the inside of Daniel McCurdy. Lap 30 will be the distance for stage number 1. McCurdy coming down. Oh my, nearly door to door. The car wanted to come down on that turn. McCurdy sees Bednarz on the inside. He's got to know he's going to have to creep it in there. Bednarz and McCurdy keeping it clean. Of course, they let each other off there, but look at this. Jimmy Emos early on getting laps. That number 67 machine is not looking fast at all tonight, as he does have to put it together to get around in this field. You got to get on the throttle, Jimmy. Just do the throttle and throttle control. We're going to have to do some lessons with you, buddy. You know what? Blackout Motorsports, I think, will gladly assist in that. As we're watching this one go around, we're seeing a little bit of squiggly wiggle. Logan Gill working his way slowly through this field. Matt Fleming, Thomas Miggs, Travis Burton are top 3. Josh Larson, Landon Bednarz, Jonathan Wright. Team Ward. All right, Purple Polar Bear. Glad to see you in the chat. Yeah, Team Doug Ward. Let's go to Doug Ward. Let's see where he's at. Doug Ward has actually been doing really well lately. And he happens to be in the top 10. He's right there. The Menards car, number 207. I do have to adjust some sound, though. Bear with me here. There we go. We're going to crank that down a little bit. The sound from that is blowing my ears off. Thomas Meeks. Matt Fleming, Thomas Meeks. Meeks is battling it out with Burton. And oddly enough, now the sound is like very quiet on my end. We're gonna have to turn it up a little bit here. Bear with me here as trying to make it just the right volume for everybody out there, so it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. Yeah, they just are not loud at all. I don't understand. I get one adjusted, I do the other, and it just... There we go. We got it nice and pretty now, I think. We're right in that sweet spot. Matt Fleming, Thomas Meeks, Travis Burton. Burton trying to put the pressure on Meeks early on to try and get this one done. Maybe to get around it, but the hard part is not that. It's to save that front right. We go back here a little ways. You know, we have Jonathan Wright going, drifting backwards a little bit. He's not putting up nearly the pace he had from qualifying to now. Danny McCurdy slowly working through as he's up one spot. Jesse Erdman down one spot. So he might be trying to make a move on Danny McCurdy, but we go back here. Cody Keller is in a dogfight. He's got Logan Gill and Charles Balance, and they are all trying to keep clean here. Charles Balance works his way in, gets in front of Ward though. And that one is a little bit shaky there. That might be a little bit risky as he is doing a really trying to keep this one done. Brandon Perry, of course, sitting back, being really reserved, maybe learning what the car can do first. As we do see Jimmy Umos hit the pits early. Meanwhile, Thomas Meeks, Josh Larson worked around Travis Burton. Burton might have opened up too much a little bit. He's got to work those tires back in to save that right rear and front right. You got to remember, this track will eat tires. It has a little like tire eater on the track that likes to chew them up. It just gets on the tire, it goes kind of like a chihuahua or something biting your ankle. Matt Fleming and Josh Larson. Larson makes a move on the inside of Meeks. Meeks has no answer. Meeks might lose out of the position, gets in front of Larson. Nearly a flagship on flagship crime. I swear we're going to see it tonight. A flagship on flagship crime here is what we're talking about. Over, under, one, maybe two. As we watch to the front, Josh Larson and Thomas Meeks battling for the position of battling for second place. My wife Jenna, everybody, is in the booth right now playing with our kit and caboodles, Twinkles and Rose. Twinkles and Rose, of course, have been hanging out in the booth every single race this season. Yes, I have a lot. I have a small petting zoo. Josh Larson moving on the outside of Meeks. Meeks, no answer just yet. But as they battle, Travis Burton's right behind, sitting there thinking, maybe you guys can make a mistake. I'll catch up. Go to the position made. Give me a moment here, everybody. I'm kind of wearing a sweatshirt. I'm going to take that off real quick, as I'll be right back. All right, and the caution does come out. I did not see what happened exactly. Looks like something with Logan Gill. Let me go take a look here, as I might have just missed this one. Logan Gill got loose right in front of McCurdy. McCurdy. Oh, no. Blackout on blackout crime. No. Oh, and the over-under goes to Blackout with that one. Oh, not that kind of crime. Blackout on Blackout, everybody. Boom. All right, well, that is terrible to see, but let's go take a look, see if we get a rear chase on this one, see exactly what happened here. There is Logan Gill. Gill came off the corner extra loose. McCurdy, not a whole lot of answers he could do. He's trying to slow up, but by that time it was too late. He just sent it right straight to the ringer. And of course, there's Charles Ballas trying to avoid, gets right on the door there. They are here to stay, everybody. His drivers might elect to come down pit road early, take out an extra go-go juice. See a few of them electing to come down into that one. And playing some extra jokes on it. Josh Larson, though. Nope, he's just kind of exploring the track, it looks like. I don't know what's going on there, why they're weaving so erratically, but it's not needed, to be honest. Thomas Meeks, Travis Burton, Landon Bednar's our top five now. Jonathan Wright, Doug Ward, or Jesse Urban, Brandon Perry, and Danny McCurdy into that position, into 10th place. We're going to be going green in very shortly here, so don't go anywhere, race fans. I'm going to be right back after this brief message from Flemdogs Auto Repair.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Pace car comes off. We're going to do this restart for the Flemdogs Auto Repair 195. Green flag flies. And away we go here. Matt Fleming with a great send-off here. He's on that high side. Thomas Meeks down below. Meeks has the edge. Meeks gets him beat to the corner. And now Thomas Meeks has got to shut that door. Shut the door, buddy. No, he left the door wide open. And Thomas Meeks gives up the position to Matt Fleming and Josh Larson. Landon Bednarz has now entered this picture. Bednarz, of course, battling it out with Travis Burton and Doug Ward. Doug Ward battling it out with Jonathan Wright. We got Jesse Erdman right below Danny McCurdy here. And it would be interesting to see what's going to happen here. Matt Fleming and Josh Larson, of course, working the wheel to try and get this one to work out. Now, Josh Larson talked about if this track loosens up for him, he could find himself driving very comfortably, which would be very interesting to see what happens. Thomas Meeks, of course, banging off the wall. And he can't really do that. Travis Burton making a move on the inside of Landon Bednarz. Bednarz is going to try and beat him on the exit, as Travis Burton trying to put up some solid points here tonight. Currently running up near the top for the championship race. Running like 5th in points. But he's got to make that car stick. Banging it off the wall is not going to work sometimes. Jesse Erdman takes full advantage, side by side down the front. Watching this one go on, I'm kind of keeping an eye on Fleming here, but these guys have spread out a little bit. Burton and Erdman are side by side racing for the top 5 spot here. As top 5 here tonight does get you some screen time as they interview the top 5, not the top 3, not the top 2. The top 5 here on the network. As it's a pretty good way to make some friends and everything else. I feel it's needed if you can survive to get that long against these guys. Burton with a huge move makes it to the inside of Erdman. Doug Ward, of course, on that high side with Erdman, which could be helping him out. Burton and Erdman come out side by side. Burton splits the difference. Brandon Perry's working up through the field, though. Perry is working through the field like butter right now, being up 6 spots from where he started. Now he just got to finish the race. I dare say it. Brandon Perry has had trouble the entire season. Last week at Road America, he put up a great finish there. He gave him some solid points. Oh my! Little bit of bumper contact, nothing hurt. They all keep clean. A little bit of racing going on there as Brandon Perry pushed it a little bit, probably pushing the throttle a little bit more than Jonathan Wright. And got him to move. That's one way to make a move stick. Dare say it works. Bump and run. Brandon Perry, of course, the new bump and run on the network. And that brilliantly designed PGR car done by Smith Creations. Yes, that's right. I made his too. Matt Fleming, Thomas Meeks, Landon Bednarz gets the move on Josh Larson. Larson under fire. Larson sees Erdman. This could be a pass for position in just 3 laps here. As that's right, these guys do stage points. Top 10 get awarded bonus points. And these guys are driving brilliantly right now. Brandon Perry, of course, sees Jonathan Wright behind him. You gotta be nervous. You could be anticipating a bump and run from Wright. I would. Just saying. Monkey see, monkey do. As Jonathan Wright is back into 10th place. Matt Fleming, of course, leading the way with 2 laps remaining till stage. Josh Larson and Jesse Erdman, of course, battling for another position. They got 2 laps to go, and they are not going to back off that hammer anytime soon. Jesse Erdman working it on Josh Larson. Larson, Erdman, Bednarz now in the picture. Bednarz could be seeing what's going to happen and be like, oh, shoot, they're going to split me. You know what? Make a Bednarz sandwich. He keeps making me hungry. Dang it. Those guys send me food from what they get down south, and it makes me hungry every time. Travis Burton, of course, drifting back 4 spots. Not the start of this race that he wanted. Cody Keller and Brandon Perry are still working through the field. Matt Fleming finds himself out in front early for the Flemdogs Auto Repair 195 here tonight. And that will bring out the stage as a few guys are getting across it. There it is. They get across the line, sealing the seat. And Matt Fleming winning the stage number 1 and gets pole here, so he's on rails already early on. Then with Meeks, Bednarz, Larson, Erdman, and Doug Ward and Travis Burton, Cody Keller, Jonathan Wright, and Brandon Perry are top 10 scoring stage points. Danny McCurdy, Paul Shaw, Brian Newell, Charles Balance, Logan Gill, Jimmy Emos is in the pit early on. Not his night once again here at Homestead. So Matt Fleming leads the way here. I'm going to bring him on up here. Matt.
Yo.
So what a night. The lights are, the sun is going down as requested, I guess. And
hallelujah.
The lights are, huh?
I said hallelujah. That sun was horrible.
And now you're coming into this one. How are you feeling?
Well, the car feels really good.
Watch your speed.
Pretty solid. Oh, we're good. Yeah, car's hooked up good. Everything feels great. Glad to see our flagship crews up here as well. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one.
You'll be happy to know the over-under, I think, went to Blackout for the Blackout on Blackout crime.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Don't worry. The siren came out for them this time.
Good. I'm glad it was somebody else.
All right. Well, here tonight, you got stage number 1. Any shout-outs you got to do?
Yeah, of course, our flagship crew all together. All the friends, fans watching. I want to shout out to Oasis Sim Racing as they're on this fast number 88. And then we'll shout out the rest of them probably later in the race. At least some of our flagship guys ought to finish top 5, hopefully. So we'll finish all the shout outs then.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you, and great job.
Thanks.
Thank you. So Matt Fleming shows us how this was done. Josh Larson with an amazing pit stop. Gets up there to start this next restart. Thomas Meeks will be right alongside him. We're going to go green in no time. Don't go anywhere. Pace car's off. We're going to go green one more time, and away we go. Josh Larson with a great restart on this one, and he gets fired off early to go maybe lead a lap here. Matt Fleming sitting right behind. Now, Josh Larson is not going to give this up. He knows he has a chance to win here if he can keep Fleming at bay. We got Josh Larson, Matt Fleming, Thomas Meeks, Landon Bednarz. And of course, Jesse Erdman coming into this picture. Now, Jesse Erdman's been displaying some pace late on in these runs, and he's doing a great job to work his way towards the front. Doug Ward, same scenario. He's doing a great job here tonight to get up into a position where he could be fighting for a race win here at the end of the night, as long as he can keep it clean. Now, we go back further. Jonathan Wright, Travis Burton, Brandon Perry, and Cody Keller are top 10. Paul Shaw, Brian Newell, Charles Balance, and Logan Gill. Logan Gill, of course, trying the wall ride technique, which is not going to work. Along with Daniel McCurdy. Don't know if there's a penalty or something out of that, as they were not nearly that far back after the pit stops, but might tell me a little something here later on, as yeah, it looks like they might have had longer pit stops than normal. But look at this. Matt Fleming working with Thomas Meeks, the flagship boys up front, 1, 2, 3. Behind them, Doug Ward and Landon Bednarz could be maybe going side by side here very soon. Like right now, Landon Bednarz might have the exit. No. Doug Ward keeps on that throttle. Great exit out of him. Jesse Erdman, Jonathan Wright, Travis Burton all right here. Travis Burton, of course, might be trying to push the bubble here, as he's commonly will do. He knows how to side draft really well. It's scary when he does. I've been there. I get it. It's fun. But dang, he can get close to for his side draft. Travis Burton, of course, just trying to get out of this one clean. And of course, you see Cody Keller battling with Brandon Perry back here. Of course, Paul Shaw and Brian Newell. Brian Newell defending against Charles Balance. Balance, of course, tries the inside line. Not going to happen just yet. He's looking. Josh Larson and Matt Fleming have caught one another. It's about a .28 gap. Be made up fairly quick, depending who's pushing behind you. Doug Wardo is still paddling up near the front, and he says, "Let me come through, boys, as he's got something here tonight." I don't know what he's got here tonight, but he's got something. Give me a tech inspection on Doug Ward. He put some go-go juice in that thing. He's got some illegal fuel or something. He's doing very well. You see Jesse Erdman kind of fell off pace a little bit. We're going to go all the way to lap 65 here tonight before our next stage. So they got 25 laps before they got to make this one happen. It's actually been really clean. Doug Ward sees the move, gets the side draft on Bednarz. And Bednarz is getting on this one. I don't know which one's going to beat him to the turn here. Ward cuts it off, slams that door on Bednarz. Bednarz performs the switchback, gets to the inside move. Bednarz with what could be the move of the night. That was fantastic. That was beautiful. He's got to hold it, though. That's the biggest deal here. On the front straights there, it looks like Ward has a lot more momentum coming out of the exit than Landon Bednarz does. And Bednarz, of course, looking a little loose going through the turn, so he had to let out a little bit. Great saving the car rather than pushing it. Travis Burton, of course, trying to get into this fight here up at the front. I think he's trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do here. Him, Keller, and Brandon Perry saying really reserved right now. They're not really trying to push it too hard just yet. Josh Larson, of course, out in front by .23. He is sealed his seat into the playoffs. The man behind in third has not, though. That's Thomas Meeks. Thomas Meeks, of course, trying to seal his seat in the playoffs and has not done so yet. So I could expect him to try and maybe try to pull a strat to beat his fellow teammates for that spot. We're 44 laps in, everybody, and still got quite a bit going on. Doug Ward and Landon Bednar still battling, but that Bednar's mistake just turned into Erdman's opening. Erdman gets him on the high side. Erdman's got to hold that high side and let it rip, as this track should be getting extra grippy as the time goes on, as it should start to cool down, which makes for even better racing, I think. The more grippy the track, the better the passes and everything. And some of these drivers can adapt very well to that. I do got to tell you, if you can't adapt to it, get off the track, because you have to be able to adapt for that change in temperature, track temp. The track temp can go low, almost an instant, almost trouble out of the 04 and the 16 of Jonathan Wright. As Jonathan Wright is just riding that inside line, gets right in front of Bednar's and makes it stick here. So he's doing a pretty good job of just recovering right now. Jonathan Wright, of course, down 4 spots from where he was. Not exactly what he wants to see happen. Landon Bednar's is maybe trying to get some extra points in there. Not sure exactly what we got going on. Yeah, this is about the only battle going on here. Matt Fleming still looking for the opening on Josh Larson. Larson might not have the answer. Larson does. He shuts that door and says nope. And of course, Fleming pushing him into the corner. But that could have been a mistake. That could have slowed him down entering. So he does have to hit that turn a little slower and is probably preferred, but then he just gets right back on it. So Josh Larson is out in front and leading tonight's race. As we were watching some of these guys go down pretty early, Jimmy Emos, of course, down 14 laps. Erdman goes for the switch move and might almost have it on Ward. Nearly door-to-door contact out of those two. That would have been devastating for one driver. Jesse Erdman gets the move done. They save the cars. Everybody moves on. Everybody's happy and clear. So Jesse Erdman enters 4th place in front of Doug Ward. Jonathan Wright, Landon Bednarz, Travis Burton, Brandon Perry, Cody Keller. Up in front here, though, you have a battle going on. Landon Bednarz going for the move on Jonathan Wright. Does Wright have an answer? Maybe not. As they work around Jimmy Emos, who's coming back on track. They're doing a great job of just working around the traffic there. I don't know what's going on with Jimmy's car, but it's still not good. So another race that's just gone down the toilet for him. And Bednarz is trying another move. He keeps trying at every turn. I don't know why he keeps trying. He's got to try something new. Flip the script on Doug Ward to get around. Doug Ward. Oh my, Bednarz got loose. That opened the door even wider. You cannot do that, Bednarz. You just can't. However, it worked. Landon has got the inside line. Loosey-goosey. Burton sees the opening. Burton and Ward nearly door to door. And as Ward is slowing down, watching for Bednar's, Travis Burton presses the limit. It gets in there to get real nice and sticky there. Oh my. Ward off the wall hard. And heavy right side damage for Ward. Does he have steering damage now? He's got to watch it. If you get that exit, you hit that wall. It does not. Wall always wins. Landon Bednar's right on the back bumper of Burton. Gives a little bump, says, hey buddy, I'm here. As Travis Burton takes another position. As his track is stiffening, it's getting extra sticky. These guys have got to be happy, but Matt Fleming and Josh Larson are trying every position, every chance they get. Matt Fleming might be able to get the run on Larson, but he's got to get him on that exit, which we talked about earlier on. The exit will get you nearly every time. That's how you make passes here. Matt Fleming tries to pass on the outside. No! Larson slips right in front of him. Thomas Meeks, Jesse Urban, they're on their own. As the battle's kind of slowed down, except for the one for the lead. Josh Larson defending against Matt Fleming, which is an amazing battle going on right now. These guys are doing pretty good. We got just about 10 laps remaining until the stage. Josh Larson's in the lead, had a great start to this stage, in fact, and now he's still leading after 25 laps. And he's not backing down. He sees Fleming on that high side. He knows he's there. But he says, I'm not going to just give you the position. You just don't do that. They got to race it out. Which I fully expect that by the end of this one, there could be sparks flying somewhere. Yeah, drivers have loosened up the reins on a few of these other guys here. So the field is spread out now, but Larson and Fleming battling at it back and forth for the lead here in Miami. And for everybody who likes VC, wants to see more of this, hit that sub button, hit the like button. It does not bite. Also, I got various donation pages on the site that you can go in the description and donate to a very worthy cause, as each one of them holds a certain merit to each driver in this grid here tonight. As you got Jimmy Fund in there, you got American Red Cross, and the new one, join ASCPA.org to save a rescued pup. As there's a bunch of pups that just need to get fed. Feed a puppy for pennies on the dollar per month. As could be a bowl a day for them. Or that's more than they get right now. So save a puppy, everybody. As I do have my own rescue dog. His name is Buddy. He was in last stream I did for Monday night stream. As everybody's seen, Buddy, my golden retriever, who happens to be a rescue pup. Josh Larson's still out of lead, and now he's actually starting to display some pace. That makes me kind of curious if the track actually loosened up to his liking. And I've raced against Larson in the past, and I gotta tell you, he is good. Not as, you know, I don't like to toot my own horn, but I think I can beat him in a race. But, you know, once in a while, he is actually really good at driving this track. And now that the track is possibly to his liking, he is putting on a clinic. And of course, at the same time I say that, Matt Fleming, not the success that you've seen him in the first stage. We do see a caution come out. I don't know what that was about, though. Did something... Okay, something happened with Doug Ward. We're just going to do this the old school way. We're going to have to rewind and backtrack this one. I do not know what happened here. We're going to... Okay, so it looks like he's good there. So see the damage on the front. So here's Doug Ward. We're going to find out exactly what happened here. He might have just got loose and it just snapped on him. He does have right side damage, not left side damage. It looks like on the exit, you see the car starting to loosen up on him. Clips at, oh my, clipped the apron right in front of Jonathan Wright. And Wright's got to be asking for a change of shorts at this point. And Doug Ward straight into the wall, bringing out tonight's caution. So these guys are going in. This could quite possibly be the stage. Let's hear from Race Control. Oh, Race Control.
What's up, Brandon Smith? That is the end of the stage.
That is the end of the stage. Okay, just verifying that with Race Control. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
So Brandon Perry verifying that one. And now we got to go bring it up to Josh Larson, who won that stage. We're going to hear from him. Josh.
What's up?
Man, what a drive. How's the track now?
It's starting to tighten up. So I don't get to play on the top like I want to, but stay on the bottom. But not bad. Really racy.
Well, you did it, man. You got stage win here. Any shout-outs you got to do?
Sorry. Someone's really loud on the comms here.
Any shout-outs you got to do?
Yeah. Thanks to my Textillion Wheels guys for jumping back on board this week. And thanks to all my flagship guys.
All right. Thank you for that. I'll let you get down to the guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
So that's Josh Larson, everybody. Great job for stage number 2. And now we're going to go green once again. Don't go anywhere. As we hit the restart zone, green flag flies once again. Jenna Lee calls it. She's in the flag stand right now. She says, go green, guys, go green. As she is my loving wife, as she's probably enjoying this one. Matt Fleming gets to the front. Josh Larson saying the track is tightening up, not the way he likes it. But Josh Larson goes to the inside move, and he does like that inside. Of course, you see all flagship near the front right now. You got Matt Fleming, Josh Larson, Landon Bednars, and Thomas Meeks up there. Or sorry, Thomas Meeks. As they are definitely putting up some times here to get this one going. And then right behind them, Travis Burton back in 5th. Jonathan Wright on the back door of him. Brandon Perry coming into the picture once again. The PGR car is firing on all cylinders here tonight, trying to get up to the front, and he's going to have to do it on strat at this point. So they got to be watchful of the tires. Matt Fleming, of course, starts running that low side. Landon Bednars comes underneath of Josh Larson. Could we maybe see it here? Maybe. These two have met before. It's been a couple times now for the flagship on flagship crime. So they are trying to avoid it here tonight. Thomas Meeks, of course, back in 4th place. Maybe gave Josh Larson a bit of a bump going in. Nothing hurt, though, as Josh Larson was complaining about the car being a little bit tight. Can't rip the high side like he wanted to. Which some of the drivers can do it, other drivers might not be able to. If the car tightens up, you got to use a lot of throttle to control and how that thing turns. And it's probably starting to get sticky. Landon Bednarz, of course, works, maybe trying to work that low side to get around Fleming. Fleming might not have an answer. Landon Bednarz gets to the front, gets in front of Fleming, and we have a new race leader just like that going into turn 3 and 4. And man, what a drive out of Bednarz, as he's currently up 8 spots from where he started. He's driving the wheels off of that thing. Of course, Matt Fleming, Josh Larson already sealed their seats into the playoffs. They might not be trying to push it too hard. I don't imagine they are at this point. I would not be trying to. Oh my, Bednarz getting loose into the wall, opens up the door. I don't know what happened. I might have just missed it. Might have seen a flagship on flagship crime. But they are definitely going to be pushing it to that next limit here that they can. And Travis Burton trying to work that high side. So Burton is trying to make the high side work. But all the flagship guys now are on that low side. They're all running the same line. They know that's where they're going to have to stay at. And that's where some of these guys might have to try to do something a little bit different. Maybe try a late break or something. Maybe just get on the inside, make it happen. As that's how you're going to be able to win this thing. Meanwhile, the 21 and 45, that's Brandon Perry, Jesse Erdman, sit behind that battle. They are looking for the opening. What do? You just hope for a mistake, capitalize on it. Each guy has got something going on. Charles Balance has worked his way back up after nearly getting caught up in an earlier on incident. Brian Newell, then we got Doug Ward. Logan Gill is actually out of tonight's race. Of course, Daniel McCurdy back in 12 with Paul Shaw, Cody Keller, who are not having the best of luck. Jimmy Emos is back in the pits once again. Maybe trying to patch up. Well, now Josh Larson loses. Josh Larson behind Matt Fleming. And look at this. It is still 1, 2, 3 for flagship. Josh Larson, of course, on the back door of Matt Fleming. We're looking at Jonathan Wright now. Jonathan Wright tries that high side. Meeks slams the door. Wright goes inside. He says, nope, sucker. Got it. And Jonathan Wright making a fantastic move to get up to the front. Look at the move he just did. He just switched it up on Meeks. They're going side by the front stretch. Of course, at the front, Matt Fleming and Josh Larson. Larson trying the inside. He's got to get inside of Fleming. Fleming might have tightened up a little bit. But at the front here, we got 5 cars that apparently are marked all Flemdogs. Travis Burton and Jesse Erdman all trying to just stay in here. Landon Bednarz giving a toe a little bit to Travis Burton. Burton gonna rip that high side once and see what he can generate on the exit here. If he can generate some extra speed, that would be epic. Jonathan Wright just gets right in front and says, nope, not today. So Travis Burton is getting challenged by Jonathan Wright. Of course, our race leader, Matt Fleming, Josh Larson, Landon Bednarz, Thomas Meeks, Jonathan Wright, Travis Burton, Jesse Erdman, Brandon Perry, Charles Balance, and Doug Ward bring up our top 5. Brian Newell, Daniel McCurdy are maybe trying to generate something extra here. They got to come up with something to get around. Paul Shaw, Cody Keller, definitely not their night here. Jimmy Emos is way out. He's way behind the pace compared to the other guys. 17 laps down. But we gotta give him credit. He's still putting down some laps. So being 17 laps down is fine. You just gotta make sure you can make him stick. 77 laps into a 130 lap race. They have a long run now just because of the extra 5 laps getting added to stage 3. It could have definitely screwed up a fuel strat. There we go. Matt Fleming, Josh Larson is still up front. Now they're starting to spread out a little bit. Travis Burton, of course, trying the inside line on Jonathan Wright. And he does make that one go to get himself up into the top 5 here. That's basically what you got to do. You got to find the move to be able to get it done clean. Been a very clean race, in fact, tonight. As there's not too many incidents, I don't think. Not gonna jinx it though, so we'll see what happens later on. Going into this one at the end. You see a few guys start to put down some more laps and start to get a little bit faster here to give them a nice, solid, clean race. Now, interestingly enough, I'm not sure what Larson's doing, if he's going to try and push it or not. He was talking about a tight car going into stage number 2. And of course, now we're into a night race with this one. The transition is awesome when you can do that. But ultimately, you got to be able to kind of finish this one. You do not see too much going on right now besides Thomas Meeks trying to get around Landon Bednarz. Bednarz, of course, running a very good line to generate some speed, but Thomas Meeks might have it beat this time. Gets to the outside, Landon Bednarz is right there, and Meeks just holds it down. So Meeks gets into the top 3. What a job out of the pretty decent passing all the way around. Not seeing too much dirty, hairy type stuff. So we're going to take this brief message from Flemdogs Auto Repair. Don't go anywhere. As we get back here to racing, it looks like Jesse Erdman has caught up to Jonathan Wright. Looks for the move on the inside, and that is where a lot of scraping on that wall is not going to help. We get into this one more. Matt Fleming is absolutely out in front by a full second. Josh Larson right behind him. Thomas Meeks maybe trying to get around Larson later on in the run, but he's got to try and maybe save those tires for later on. You got Landon Bednarz and Travis Burton still battling this one out, with Jesse Erdman getting around Jonathan Wright. Brandon Perry has got Charles Balance right behind him, and now Balance is coming back into this field. He's into the top 10. He was almost involved in an early on incident, but this now he's up. He's racing pretty dang good right now. Matt Fleming's starting to maybe put on some extra pace, as he does want another race win to see, as he is going for a hat trick in Cup Series championships. 3 in a row, I don't believe has ever been done with Prime Grid Racing. As we're starting to see more pace being delivered here. Landon Bednarz, of course, now contending against 2 cars. He's got Jesse Erdman, works to the inside. Travis Burton looks. Burton might try to look on the inside also. Bednarz gets loose. That opens the door for Burton. Burton comes on the high side. Burton gets to the high side. He might decide to push this 3 wide. No, oh my, Erdman gets loose. That gives up the position to Burton and Jonathan Wright. Jonathan Wright gets around Erdman. Erdman, what a save. That is probably, quite possibly, the save of the night. Brought to you by the Blackout Motorsports Racing Network. As, man, what a job. If my wife is watching, she would even agree that was a fantastic save out of Jesse Erdman. As it's not easy to save this car, especially at the speeds they're generating out of the turns. Usually about 140, 150 miles an hour. And you gotta let out a little bit just to make that car done, but you gotta hope it doesn't shoot straight right afterwards. So you see a few of these guys just kind of riding their line, buying their time until this one, but they're probably hoping at this point a caution comes out, as we got 36 laps remaining. This race is going by quick. They have not had, this has been green flag nearly the entire time, which is awesome. I am not gonna lie, that is fantastic. But once the green flag pit stops start happening, that's where some interesting stuff tends to happen sometimes. So we're gonna knock on wood, grab a rabbit's foot that continues to go green. As we go to pit strategy at this point. 33 lap old tires. Now, oh my goodness, Josh Larson with 63 lap old tires. His tires are older than a certain somebody I happen to know. We'll just say she's old, and her name starts with an S and ends with an A. As if she happens to catch this one, she will know who I'm talking about. But Josh Larson out there with some really old tires, trying to make them stick. Now this is where it gets really, really bad for a bad set to strat. What do you do? You're hitting lap 97. You pit 65 laps ago. And you took tires then. You did not, I don't know if the tires are new or not, but that is not how long you want to run that strat at all. Or it's not picking it up. I don't know, but that is an insane amount of time. Matt Fleming, Thomas Meeks, Josh Larson, Landon Bednarz, Travis Burton, our top 5. Jesse Erdman, Jonathan Wright, Brandon Perry, Charles Balance, Daniel McCurdy, our top 10. We'll see how this goes because these guys still have to pit. When do you pit? You know what? When the fuel runs out. When the fuel runs out, you say, okay, it's time for me to pit. Josh Larson enters pit road, though. Interesting time to pit. He's going to pit and he's going to be flying. No joke. He's going to be ripping out there. So Travis Burton, these guys, got to hope they can put him a lap down. A few other guys. Erdman, Shaw, Ward, all pitting early. We got just 30 laps remaining here. Matt Fleming's bringing it down pit road. Thomas Meeks is going to grab the lead. Travis Burton's going to stay out. So now we're starting to see the pit cycle happen. So we will see something happen here. You do not, I repeat, do not want to get a penalty this late in the game. If any of those guys go into pit road and they miss their pit, they speed, they get a penalty, anything, game over for the night. Especially with how clean this race has been. Thomas Meeks, of course, stays out. This is a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how this pans out as Thomas Meeks has got 29 laps. Did he save fuel? Did he save tires? Did he do any of that? We will find out, I'm sure. But now there's only 5 guys not in the pit right now. And they're picking up a position just because of it. And they have to make their pit stalls. They can't mess up. This is too late in the game for a mistake. Brandon Perry comes down pit road. He makes sure he hits the pit limit. As these cars do not have pit limiters. Brandon Perry has found out a few times. Early on in the season, you'll remember Brandon Perry had a rough start. Very rough start to the season. Finds himself in here, and now these guys, you got Thomas Meeks, Jonathan Wright, Daniel McCurdy, all running around here. Charles Balance and Brandon Perry are both in the pit right now. Thomas Meeks brings it down pit road. Jonathan Wright takes over the lead. Daniel McCurdy's coming down. It looks like he's going to bring it down pit road. So Jonathan Wright is going to lead a lap here now. Matt Fleming, of course, is right back here. So Jonathan Wright, if he was going to pit, now would be a great time to do it, actually. Because Matt Fleming does have to go around, I believe, one or two times in order to make that happen. So Matt Fleming, Thomas Meeks, Josh Larson. So Matt Fleming, once he gets around, where is Matt Fleming? Matt Fleming's right there. He's got to get around Thomas Meeks. Thomas Meeks, Josh Larson. Oh, there we go. Josh Larson does get the pass done on Thomas Meeks. Meeks has got to warm up his tires yet. Jonathan Wright still in the pit. Matt Fleming will jump off into the lead now as we start across the finish line. And we start to see the pit cycle happen now. So these guys are cycling through the pits and everything else. And they did a great job of doing so. Matt Fleming back right where he started in the lead. Josh Larson, Thomas Meeks, Travis Burton, and Jesse Erdman, our top 5, going into the final stage here tonight. Now Jesse Erdman looks like he might have a little bit of more pace than Burton, but also got Landon Bednar's back here too. And they just got to start gaining some positions here. Brandon Perry, of course, up into 8th place, right where he started, left off. Charles Balance maybe trying to make his way around Brian Newell, as there's not too much separation between them. There's only like 0.77. Brian Newell, of course, last pit was on lap 99. A lot of pit times out there, though. They're all coming in pretty solid, right around the 45 to 40 second pit cycle. So it all depends on how much you're on the throttle and pit lane. Of course, these guys are just really spread out right now, so what better way to tell you more about Flemdogs Auto Repair than right now. Right here, are talking about Flemdogs Auto Repair in Van Ert, Ohio. If you are anywhere near there, look them up. You need that for all your auto repair needs. There we go. This race has got really spread out, though, so not a whole lot of racing going on anywhere. Charles Balance, though, looking like he's going to be challenging Brian Newell for the final spot into the top 10. Be a big night for Blackout Motorsports, as every driver actually would get into the top 10. That'd be phenomenal if they could do that. Danny McCurdy, of course, still trying to wheel it. He's trying to catch up to his fellow teammates. But Matt Fleming leads here in Homestead, and let you guys go. I'm going to jam out a little bit and grab me a drink and let you guys jam. Back here in the saddle again. Matt Fleming is still outrunning Josh Larson. Now we got 18 laps to go. What can he do? He's got to maximize his pace somehow. Of course, Matt Fleming is very well known for trying to take it to a new limit here. But did the track tighten up? Did it loosen up? Who knows? Travis Burton, of course, working around Doug Ward. And Doug Ward has been fast here tonight. You see, looks like Charles Balance still running with Brian Newell. Balance gets extremely loose. He does manage to save it, and there we go. As that is not what you want to do. If you look, Josh Larson is putting up a fast pace here right now. So could he get to Fleming before the end of tonight? Potentially, yes. It is looking like now he's point forward and closing on Matt Fleming. And Fleming trying that high side and might be losing the grip he needs to keep out in front. Very interesting indeed. And Thomas Meeks actually sees this happening right in front of him with Travis Burton, and Burton might try to push it to get caught up to him and really put a wrench into something up there, put a wrench into the plan for him at Flagship. So he's really trying his best to catch up, but Josh Larson probably really wants a race win to get him back into the point standings. Now, Danny McCurdy was running up in the top 10. He fell off. Looks like he had a slow pit stop by about 2 seconds that potentially cost him a couple positions. So not even anything to do with him. It just a very slow time here for the pit team, or pit stop, and that's where the pit crew matters. My wife has joined me in the booth though now. She's kind of watching right over my shoulder a little bit and playing with Oreo, Twinkles, and Rose. Our guest stars here at the track here. The track allows me to do it. I don't know why. Not a whole lot going on though late in the game here. Nobody's really pushing down that hammer too much. As they are doing a new deal here, they don't want to get caught up in an incident as it does cost you a penalty. Charles Balance, of course, still trying to get into that top 10. What he's got to remember to do that is you got to keep the car all fours on the track. You cannot get loose on the exit. The exit will actually cost you positions if you mess that up. Very well done out of a lot of these drivers tonight. Got to give them huge props as won most of the race with green flags, which is great. Oh no, Rose just got cut. As we do have quite a few drivers gaining up pace here and having a huge amount of success here. Charles Balance losing again. He's got to keep all fours on the ground. He cannot afford to let that go. You know, you got to be ease on the throttle. You can't just hammer it down and expect the tires to magically get grip. Jonathan Wright up into the wall a little bit. Twice now. Does Jonathan Wright have a problem with the car being too tight on that high side? Maybe. Of course, Brandon Perry does see that, and he's aiming to strike. He's just going to put it down, run his race. 10 laps to go. One of these guys is going to be crowned a champion. Matt Fleming is deeply out front as he's a second in front of Josh Larson. Josh Larson has not been able to quite pick up that extra second. Of course, every car looks like they might have taken tires right around the same amount of time. So tires are not going to be a difference maker, really. You got to be able to, Skippy, who can drive that machine in these conditions the best. So Matt Fleming starting to lose some pace on that turn. Don't know what happened, but that allowed Larson to catch up. Larson might have just seen something. He's looking to go all the way on this one to get a win. Are we going to see a win out of Larson? He's right at the back door of Matt Fleming. Fleming, of course, I don't know what it is on that high side, but it's not working for him. And then he just pulls away, so maybe it is working. I'm not in the car to tell you if it's getting grip or not. He could be getting that extra grip he needs. For everybody watching this Flemdogs Auto Repair 195, greatly appreciate everything that all the subs do for the network and everything else. If you like what you see, you want to see more of it, remember to hit that sub button, hit that like button. Also, don't be afraid to check out the merch store. There's exclusive Prime Grid Racing merch in there that you will not find anywhere. As I made a point to put it only on the web, on that site. So, check it out. It is some pretty good products in there, actually. I've got a few things I got to tell you. I'm not disappointed by any of it. So don't be afraid to check it out. I think I even got a Prime Grid Racing tumbler if you're into those. It's a bit on the pricey side, but it's a good one. So check that out if you're into tumblers. It's like Thomas Meeks now has caught Daniel McCurdy. McCurdy, of course, after a bad pit stop, that finds himself back there in 13th place and a lap down. We got 4 laps to go before Matt Fleming seals the deal here. Josh Larson gets close and then he lets off. I don't know what's going on with the car. I could tell you very little, but it could be getting tight into the draft. And that, of course, is what you do not want to have happen. As Larson's got to find a new line or something to get caught up. You see him within striking distance, but not so close. It's really challenging for these drivers sometimes. They're right on the same lap time, so it's like 33. It's like a 0.03 difference in lap times, which is very hard to bring back, to say the least. But Matt Fleming did make a little bit of an error there, not too bad. We got 2 laps remaining here, 8 turns. They will be maybe bringing it in here shortly. What a night of racing, though. Is getting done a lot sooner than normal here. Matt Fleming coming across the line one last time. White flag flies as Gentilly throws the flag out. Josh Larson presses the inside. This is on the final lap for this race. And look, Josh Larson gets it on the final lap. 2 quarters left, and Larson could win this. What a move. Larson waits till the very end, gets the move done. And Josh Larson wins here at Homestead, Miami. For the Flemdogs Auto Repair 195. What a move. Thomas Meeks coming in second. Burton fourth. Or Meeks in third. Burton. Then we got Erdman, Bednarz, Wright, Perry, Keller, and Balance. Our top 10. Here tonight, what a job. Newell, McCurdy, Shaw, Ward, Emos, and Gill bring up our field. But tonight's winner, Josh Larson in that number 51, the final 2 turns. We're going to call him, we got a new last lap sniper here as he brought it home. In Homestead. Man, what a drive out of him, and great job. Well, let's go to our 5th place guy, Jesse Erdman. Jesse.
Yeah, I got you.
What a night. You got top 5 here. How do you feel?
Top 5 feels pretty good. I got into the wall a few times and maybe could have made up a spot on Burton, but Burton was pretty fast there, so props to him. It was a good race with these guys, but you know, I don't know. I don't know what else I could have done.
Yeah, it's had your moments where the car just felt like looked like it was on rails at one point, but it just kind of fell off. Do you feel like the walls, some of the stuff with the wall could have caused that one?
Yeah, I think I got a little damage there towards the end, hitting the wall. I was just pushing a little too hard. I think it dipped my pace a little bit, but it was a good race, all in all.
All right, well, you did it, man. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching, cheer you on?
You know, shout out to all the boys that showed up. Shout out to Larson for putting on a good show tonight. And, you know, yourself for putting on a good stream, and all the admins for the hard work they do each week.
All right, man. Well, thank you for that. I'm going to let you get back down to the guys. Great job here in Miami.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's Jesse Urban. Now let's bring up the number 92 of Travis Bird and see how he feels after this one. Travis.
What's up?
Man, what a night. It looked like you had a solid finish, and of course you're in fourth. How's this one feel?
It was pretty good. I mean, I had that one moment in stage one where I got a little loose, tried to correct it. It almost snapped on me. I corrected it and hit the wall, got some wheel damage. But besides that, I was able to put stage 7th in stage 1 and 4th in stage 2. Finna come on 4th. I mean, I felt like I had a really good long run pace. It's just, my short run was just not that great compared to the Flemdogs. And that's the reason why I was able to pretty much finish behind them. But compared to the rest of the field, I felt like I had some of the best long run pace, especially in stage 2 whenever I was like 7th or 8th, and I was able to go all the way up to 4th.
Yeah, I mean, you looked like you had it on rails near the end too, trying to catch up, but it just kind of fell off.
Yeah, I was trying to keep, who was it, Jesse behind me. Once I saw he was about like 2 seconds back, I was like, all right, I can just chill now, because we were kind of sitting around like at 1.5 seconds. I thought I could try to catch Meeks, but they were just, I think we were all running around the same lap times, so it was just one of those where strategy came into play. I ran kind of the same strategy as they did and ended up just finishing behind them.
All right, man. Well, you did it. Any shout outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching? Cheer you on.
Yep, shout out to my friends and family potentially watching. Everyone at Blackout, you included, great broadcast. All my teammates, everybody's putting this league on, and just this, honestly, everyone today it was a lot of fun. Everyone raced really clean and very respectful, and it was just a lot of fun racing.
All right, man. Well, congratulations and great job here tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that was Travis Burton. Now let's bring up driver of the Wheels America, number 55 Chevrolet Camaro, Thomas Meeks. Let's bring him on up. Thomas. Yo. Thomas.
Yes, sir.
So here tonight, you got in the top 5, onto the podium once again. How's he feeling tonight on this one?
It's really upsetting, man. Really upsetting. I think I could have got up to them there at the end. Just unfortunately, I got held up by a lap car for like 3 laps, and it just slowed me down. I was 4/10 faster than both of them the past 3 laps. I think I could have got up there and gave them a run for the money, but I guess it is what it is. Lap cars play a factor. They're racing too, so it's just really upsetting, man. I was really hoping I could get a win.
You looked like early on you came out firing on all cylinders, and then of course the lap car, you got to work around them safely, which unfortunately in oval racing you don't have the blue flags at all.
Yeah.
It's usually just a courtesy if they lay you around, as I've grown to even find out, as I tend to blue flag race people once in a while. But yeah, it could have been a different ball game if it wouldn't have been for that.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I don't think I could have done anything different. I know they took 4 tires, Larson and Fleming, then I went ahead and did opposite. I took 2 only fuel, and I mean, again, I was catching them. That's the thing. So I don't think the 4 tires, the 2 tires really played a difference. I think it was just who really pushed it the hardest at the end. And I mean, I think I could have got there. It's just upsetting. Really worked hard all night just to try and get up front, stay up there. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's just a race, and I got some good stage points, and a P3 is not so bad on points. So.
All right, well, I'm going to let you get back to the guys. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be cheering you on?
Yeah, definitely shout out to our sponsors, the 55 Wheels America, the 51 of Texoian Wheels, the 88 Oasis Sim Racing, 16 with Waza Wash, and then we have Flemdogs with JD, Jonathan Wright's car, and then we have San Antonio Karting Complex, Texas Southern Diesel. Unfortunately, Willie wasn't here. He was on vacation this week, but Texas Southern Diesel's on board, and overall, just an awesome group of sponsors we got here, and you for the broadcast, and Brandon Perry for the league.
All right, thank you for that one. I'm going to let you get back down to the guys. Great job here tonight at Homestead.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that was Thomas Meeks, and now let's bring up driver of the number 88 Oasis Sim Racing Chevrolet Camaro, Matt Fleming. And I think I finally got that one right. Matt.
Yo, what up, Brando?
Oh, man, what a night. Let's talk about the finish, though. Coming up on the very final lap, Larson makes a huge pass with 2 turns left. How is this one? I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. Did he just get the better run?
Yeah. Yep, he apparently he saved a little bit more than what I had. But yeah, he had the run and shoved it down low. I was making sure I gave him plenty of room because obviously I didn't want him coming up and taking a chance of hitting me. So I made sure to give plenty of room, being a teammate and everything. So yeah, it was a really great battle all night. I know he was up here, led a lot of laps. So congratulations to him, bringing home the P1 here. Shout out to Thomas Meeks coming in P3. Once again, we had a nice, strong showing from Flagship. I think Lando just missed the top 5. I think he got P6. But yeah, overall, it was a really good race. The car felt great. Maybe stage 2 wasn't quite as good on my tires, but yeah, the end of the stage felt pretty good. Just 1 spot short.
Do you feel like that could have been with the weather change, though? Because stage 1, you were firing on all cylinders, and then stage 2 was slightly different.
It could have been the weather, I guess, but I think the majority of it was when I came out of pits. I came out 4th, and then I just kind of fallen behind Larson for most of that run, and I think just my driving in the dirty air just wasn't all that great. Because once you have clean air, obviously it's pretty key. So that could have been most of the factor. It's just me being behind Larson. I had to adjust my driving, which I should have done earlier, but I didn't. So I don't know. I think it's more just dirty air effect than anything else.
All right. Well, you did it. You got the 2nd place finish here on the podium once again. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching, cheer you on in that 88?
Yeah, shout out to all the fans watching. Obviously our Flagship crew, Larson, myself. We got Meeks and Lando. Fortunately, Robbins couldn't make it today. He's too busy somewhere on the beach, I heard, drinking a whole bunch of beer. So shout out to him on his little vacation. And yeah, shout out to Perry, keeping this thing going. All the other admins, shout out to you up there in the booth. Obviously, all of our sponsors. We have the Oasis Sim Racing, obviously on this Fast 88, and I know the other guys already covered all of our sponsors. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And yeah, we will catch you next week wherever it's at.
All right, man. Congrats on getting a nice finish here, a 2nd place finish here at Homestead.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're going to bring up tonight's race winner, driver of the Texas OEM wheels, number 51 Chevrolet Camaro, Josh Larson. Let's hear from him. Josh.
Yo, what's up?
So you're coming in here tonight. How are you feeling about this one? As you got a big win on with 2 laps, 2 turns to go.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the 88. I know he went high, and then all of a sudden, like, my spotter said clear. I'm like, what? So, I mean, I slid my way up there, and I take it. Win's a win. It's points.
Yes, you know, all night long it seemed like you're battling with him to get into the number 1 spot. He came out he won stage 1, you won stage 2. He came out the 3rd time, and then you were out in front again. And then he grabbed the whole of that one and led it for nearly most of the 3rd stage. And then he just got
I tried
in that
short
one.
pitting him. Yeah, I tried short pitting him. I made a mistake and kind of hooked the apron a little too much. I was starting to get real tight. And if you hook that white line a little bit and coming off 4, it'll help you turn your car and you get back to full throttle quicker. And I hooked it too much, got loose. I lost a ton of time on him. So even Meeks, I think Meeks went by me too. So I had to do something. So I went ahead and short pitted, threw 4 tires on it, and that gave me, I think, like 2 laps before he pitted to just run as fast as I could to kind of make that time back up, you know?
This race definitely put you guys on edge, especially on the final lap. That pass was big.
I was sideways, literally all the way up off the corner. But it's fun. I really liked it. The race really, the track really got racy towards the end of the race, and it was a blast.
All right, man. Well, you did it. You got in first place. Win here at Miami. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching, cheer you on in that number 51 machine?
Yeah, shout out to Robbins and his family. I hope he's watching while he's out there on vacation, wherever he's at. Shout out to all my Flemdog teammates, and of course, Flemdog for sponsoring the race tonight. Shout out to my Texas OEM Wheels guys for hopping back on board this weekend on the 51 here. We got San Antonio Karting Complex, Oasis Sim Racing, Southern Solution, Diesel, Wise All Wash, Harpoon Designs paints these flagship cars, and we can't forget Wheels America. They're a big sponsor of ours, and we can't forget what they do for us.
All right, man. Well, you did a great job. Congrats here in Miami. And it looks like you left, so no smoke show for you. I'm going to let you get out of here. Great job here. Our race winner tonight, everybody, Josh Larson in the number 51 Texas OEM Wheels Chevrolet Camaro. Thank you, Josh, for coming on up here, and great job. Enjoy it. Pop that bottle, my friend.
Will do. We'll see you.
See ya. So Josh Larson bringing home a big win. Now, for everybody watching, if you like what you see and want to see more of this, hit that like button, hit that sub button. It will not bite. Also, if you're in Van Hert, Ohio, hit up Flemdogs Auto Repair. It's right there. Right there. Yep. You see it. You see the logo. Look them up. Dial a number, call them up. They'll fix you right up. Except all vehicles, I was guessing, and they can repair almost anything. So reach out to them. I'll be back again tomorrow night with some live POV IndyCar at Texas. And thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.
And we're flying so close to where we belong. And we're trying to go somewhere new. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves.